I'm more alive than ever before. I've been to my Commodore 64. My friends are knocking down my door to get into my Commodore 64.
It's mind-boggling. Commodore 64 lets you play hundreds more games than any video machine, plus draw, program, even do music.
I'm more alive than ever before, and my friends are knocking down my door. 'Cause now we're into so much more. We're into our Commodore 64.
Just a video game from Atari or Intellivision. Invest in the wonder computer of the 1980s for under $300. The Commodore VIC-20. Unlike games, it has a real computer keyboard. With the Commodore VIC-20, the whole family can learn computing at home. Plays great games, too. Under $300, the wonder computer of the 1980s, the Commodore VIC-20.
Coming soon, Commodore brings you Gorf, the Wonder arcade game, and Omega Race in home versions. Commodore.
Sinclair's new ZX Spectrum Action Pack has a powerful 128K home computer, a joystick, 6 very different games, and a deadly accurate light gun.
Keep on running, keep on hiding, keep on running, keep on hiding.
That'll keep those droids on the run. The new Sinclair Action Pack puts the zap back into computers.
There you go, the PS5 of its day there. Welcome. Let's have a look. I can't see fuck all, but we'll see. Amstrad CPC 464 Plus. Oh, in the house. I had an Amstrad. It was a word processor. But I can't remember what model it was. It's like Tomorrow's World. We were the true whiz kids. Exactly. Kids that today think they invented the internet. Treasure Island Dizzy. Rock the House. Never any good at the Dizzy games, but thank you, Matt, for joining us, and Ian. And Ian is great. $300 ripoff. Yeah, exactly. I had a VIC-20. Couldn't do much with it. What was it? 10 print hello. 20 go to 10 was my level, but hello, Andy. So greetings. A powerful 128K. Yeah, my wristwatch has got more than that now. So I'm going to enjoy a nice Pinkers IPA tropical beer. And then we'll get started. Because it's going to be 3 issues. We've got a Crash magazine from 1984, where we'll start. Computer video games from 1981. I didn't realize it went back that way. And a Zap from 1984. So let's start where we mean to go on. And bring up the magazine. So there we go. It says number 1, February 1984 for 75 pence. See, Michael Myers says he's slippers. Hello. I got Amstrad Action to put cover tapes on the cover. I promise you. Nice. Michael Myers had a green screen Amstrad 464 accidentally destroyed the screen with a magnet. Kids will experiment, won't they? So we've got over 400 games on this. Just won this magazine, and top 20 phone in the Crash hotline. I still can't get over the Nana Nakamanchetti had a VIC-20. I had a VIC-20, so yeah. Yes, CRTs and magnets do not go together unless they are needling pairs. But good evening, reading movies. Welcome. So let's have a look at the first article today. So I'm going to go 2 pages. Spot the difference on a fantasy games. Snatches, spelt with A, in noir. and step into the third dimension. They make a good sale, don't they? 75p was also the price of the very first cinema ticket I bought. No, bargain. I always wanted to pay tribute to the late Ollie Frey, the amazing artist who painted the covers of many of these magazines. His book of fantasy artwork is very good. Thank you for mentioning that. Rommel's Revenge. You see, I played Rommel's Revenge. It was a line drawing of a tank, and he just went around blasting things. The others do not ring a bell. I was your Sinclair reader foremost, but would buy Crash occasionally as it had some good cover tapes. Yes, the old demo tapes. Try the first level of something. Always good fun. So there's going to be a lot of adverts in here. Like that one. Soft Tech. What have we got? Firebirds for the Spectrum, Dracula's Revenge, and a very colourful screen of what's going to be coming up. But yeah, because they couldn't sell the game on the graphics, so they had to sell it on the cover. But nothing could beat Maria Whittaker on, was it Barbarian 2? Not that you can see it in that picture. Oh, Pugwell. Sega Power, Amiga Power, Amstrad Action, Games Master, and a few others that had Charlie Brooker writing were, for me, remember the Alex Player Road Rash and Desert Strike books. Nice. I played Desert Strike, the helicopter one. Does anyone remember that when they accidentally put the entire RoboCod on the cover tapes? That's controversial. Someone got fired for that one. Blue and yellow stripy background brings back memories. Most of your games not loading. That is true. You're just going for hours. I think it's going to work. It's going to work. Even though the tape had stopped. There is Invasion of the Body Snatchers game. Well, there's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. So I don't know if it's related. My mate works with some of the Codemaster fellas. Wrong uns. Oh dear. Sega Power and Sega Mega Machine, Mean Machine Sega with the mags of choice. Oh, someone had Segas. Towards the end, I remember Crash Magazine really thinned out before they stopped the first two of the three speech mags to fold. Oh, that's a shame. I think it's Specs mag, maybe. Tape loading area. So that's a nightmare if you're there. Good evening, turn the blue arrow. So we'll go to the next page. So, CDS programs for yourself. Spectrum Safari, Magic Meanies, and French's Fun. And then you got Puffins. What are they? Besieged. See, I'm not recognizing any of these. Attention, Earthlings. Puffin Personal Computer Collection. You get a book and a software pack for $6.95. So, based on, what is it, 3 times the price. So, what was it? That Sinclair Spectrum would be 450 quid now. And these games and the book, well, the trilogy is $4.95 each. So yeah, they weren't cheap back then. The CDS micro games were $5.95 each. W.H. Smith's, Boots, John Menzies, and other leading computer stores. It was so exciting when a game actually managed to load. Felt like you'd beaten the first level. Yes, sad times, but true. You know, it's an old game mag when they call the games programs still. Yes. I remember they most put out the entire Bubble game on the cover on the tape once and only found out last minute. It's probably easier to put the whole game out for the randos that'll buy it. Because I do love Bubble. I love the soundtrack. But where are we? Oh, press a button. There we go. Here we go. Some graphics at last. They're only 8 pages in before we get to something. New game of the month is 3D Death Chase. Sounds charming. It's got The Forest, Boogaloo, Valhalla, and Lord Henry. And that's the game's coming up, so... Oh. Who's interfering? Let's mute this a bit. Right. So, I won't bother reading the introductions. So, black and white, 3D Death Chase. So, Turn the Blue Iris knows that one. Take it there isn't the Crash that had the unclear user spoof mag insert. Crash had to recall all old unsold issues where Sinclair user got wind of it. Oh, nice. Someone says the best part of the game was the loading screen. Yes. Hang on, I'll take this off for a second. Then dunk. You have a quick look at the background while I catch up. See it looks like Van Damme there, but don't know what he's doing in a Spectrum game. But a lot of these I didn't recognize. Jetpack, I used to love Jetpack. Always failed at it miserably. I used to love Booty. That was my favorite Specky game. But yeah, I remember some of these. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's gone. Green Beret I played. That's about it. Only had a few by the look of this. I usually went for film-based ones. Might be shocking to you. I had the 3D Dash Chase. It was kind of like being on a speed bike scene from Return of the Jedi. That's what the image suggested, so that's some good news. No loading music with a Specky. Sadly, C4, Commodore 64 was ahead in many ways, except memory. Depends on the Specky. I remember the Specky noises, but I think it depended on your tape player, didn't it? There you go, Alex from Double Impact. There he is. I don't know what game that is because that's into the 90s. I only had Commodore 64, so it was spoiled in that way at least. Yeah, you had more than 4 colors. Zenon was the game they played in Get Fresh. Of course, they had the kids on, didn't they? Or something to play the games. Jesus Christ. It was your idea, Mike. Latiar. Steal your thunder. But this is the last one mention of it. I still remember a forum reader writing to Computer Video Magazine, and he said he had been molesting their firm, and they replied, "I'll call him a perv." Jetpack was an incredible game, and even worked on the 16K Spectrum. Bloody hell. So that's Mike again. Welcome. Hey, Double A. Yes, a fellow Sidaris enjoyer. Welcome. Who doesn't like a Sidaris TNA? Sean's here. Good evening, Sean. Right, let's get back to the mags. Oh, there's that Corinne Russell over there. Oh, gone. Right, where am I? Present arms. Nerds. Not that we can see the picture very well, but let's go next page. Oh, what's that? High Rise Harry. Gold Digger. The first prize game section from CompuTeach 83. Zaxxon, Gotcha, The Warlock of Fire Mountain, and Odyssey 1. Oh, that memory required 16K. Its price was £5.50. And then we got $6.95 for the Puffin books. $5.50 for Star Zone. It seems like the language machine code compiled, and machine code and arcade type games. Where Time Stood Still nearly took 20 minutes to load along with Typhoon. Yes, I think, was it Where Time Stood Still? Wasn't that a 128 game only? I did try and load this demo copy on my 48, and it always started all right, and then it never actually got to the game. Which is always upset me, because I didn't have a 128. The original Spectrum only had a beeper sound to the tiny speaker, but the 128K had the decent 3-channel sound that came through the TV speaker. There you go. Yeah, because you had to have your own TV. You had to have usually your own tape player, cables. Warlock of Fire Top Mountain had the book of it and the board game. There you go. News for me. Right, where we got the reviews. Keyboard position sensible. ZX left, right, KM up and down. I usually went QAOP and spacebar for fire. Got Mission Impossible, but I don't think. Yeah, it's nothing to do with the film or the TV series. Barrel Drop is probably a rip-off. Hop, Skip, and a Jump. Bugaloo the Flea. Nice. Wasn't there a Commando game? I'm pretty sure I played that before saw the film. There is a game called Commando I had on the Spectrum. It's nothing to do with the film, apart from it's called Commando. Might have been an arcade game. I always thought Ghostbusters took ages, and I played it tape randomly once, and the whole tape was like 3 minutes long. Yeah. crazy. 3 minutes takes it forever loading a Spectrum game. Lesson learned: 128K of data takes a long time for a cassette tape. Thank God the Amiga had a disk drive. Ooh, showing off now with his discs. Getting his floppies out. Right. Let's see. Games Machine, available at all Spectrum shops. Selfridges, John Menzies, Leisure Zone, and all good computer shops. Solid, soft solid 3D Ant Attack. Let's get to something. There it is. There's ants attacking. I need to scroll down a tiny bit. There we go. Firehawks, Spectron by Virgin Games, Bowls. It's got all the details. The author likes, yeah, one person made these games. How many people made GTA 5? That's it. A Capcom game, yes. It's like can't remember how you play it now, if it was on top or sideways. Spectrum games were very vivid, neon in their colors. C64 looks a little easy on the eye. Ooh, shots fired. Right, where are we going? Here we go. Look at this for a joystick that works. £34. The joystick interface and tape complete. So yeah, the interface had to stick in the back, and you have to a special Christmas offer: 2 complete sets for 60 quid. There you go, or £59.90. Easy to use program that enables user interface to work on all software. So you have to load a tape to load the joystick software, and then the game. Does anyone have any of those? But that joystick is piss poor. Look at the basic buttons and a very waggly joystick. Programmable joystick. It's got 2 buttons. How programmable can it be? Just send the joystick only is $7.99. Sorry, $7.90, and I want to enclose a check or postal order for made payable to Cartridge Computing Limited. Available mail order and from dealers. What was the standard joystick? Kenston, wasn't it? It's amazing how many top games on these computers were programmed by teenage boys. Well, yes, the Sam Fox strip poker. Yes, the joystick looks flimsy as fuck. That's what I'm thinking. That joystick looks like more like a matchstick. Exactly. It's not very decorative. There you go. There's another joystick. And bits. What is that? Sinclair's new ZX Interface 2 ROM, as well as that. The Cambridge joystick. There we go. That's the one. I can't read that. Bums as well as lasers. Oh, bombs as well as lasers. My friend had something called a multiface, which allowed you to pause game and enter pokes. Cheat. I used a Quickshot 2. That's it. Turbo on my Spectrum. That's the one I had. Quickshot 2. Awesome joystick. Small Egon Spengler. Yes, it does. Quickshot was a big brand. There we go. Yes. Excellent joysticks with the suckers. Right, got Trekkies Away. Whether that's a licensed game, I don't know. Don't have to zoom in and out all the time. Manic Millionaire, aren't they all? Joe the Lion and Atarian Battle Fleet takes off. I guess it's bombs and lasers. It's a small print. I'm getting old. Put my glasses back on. No, not helping. Right, where are I? Scrolly down. Right. Intelligent Adventures, Pitman and Groucho in TV First, Battle Winner, Swearing Jetman. Have you heard Lunar Jetman talk yet? If you have, then you must have already owned the micro speech unit from Curra Computers. Super Draw Winners, 3D Baddies, and Night Flying. The Forest. Oh, it's got its own full page. How much? $9.95 for a game. So that's what, £30 now. Main in Basic. Movement in Data in MC. Good evening, Bob. I'm just playing with my joystick, aren't we all? It's that sort of night. I almost feel like people that paid for some of the stuff should be compensated somehow. Yes. Keep waggling, Bob. I think mine was a quick shot. Did have a big red button on top. Yeah. Was it Ace Air Combat Emulator? Was my favorite game. Fucking tanks. All going Jones from Police Academy. Mr. Jones. Attic Attack, of course. I think I only played that a couple of times. I always get fucking lost. Corridors of Genon. Another $5.95. Color adverts. Here we go. Psst. Oh, I loved Pest. And Jetpack on the VIC-20. Look at that. Attic Attack. Trans Am. I love Trans Am. Just tear-assing around this fucking desert. I think my friend had a Spectrum, Spectrum before me. One of my school friends, primary school friends, and then I got one eventually, the rubber key ones. And then the rubber keys died. Then I got a hard keyed one. After the VIC-20, of course, that was. And then someone I knew had a Commodore 64, and then they upgraded to Amiga. So I got to play on that. The forest looks epic. Maybe it's based on the 1982 slasher. Could be. It wouldn't surprise me. Or if it's one of those games where it's just like woods, go forward, woods, left, woods, forward, woods. 10 moves later. Oh, you found a clearing. My joystick was my favorite joystick was the Conix Navigator. Now who's showing off? I think I had a joystick called the Cheetah 125 Plus. Yeah, I remember Cheetahs now. Yes, I had multiple fire buttons and a grey Sinclair adapter. May have only seen it in a magazine. Not old enough to remember the early 80s computers, Duck Hunt and Super Mario, but there's on the NES. I didn't get a NES until late 90s. From a charity shop. Heard that Acid Attack. Heard that as Acid Attack. That would be a fun one. Ooh, dear. Right. We got Road Racer, River Rescue, Blockade Runner, and Gold Rush in this one. So 74, 69 and a half, typical. Blockade Runner's got a 62 and a half. Hang on. Use of computer 55, graphics 58, playability 67, getting started 80, addictive qualities 50, value for money 65, and if overall somehow managed to get to 62 and a half out of that. My Amiga joystick was a cruiser, multicolored. Nice. No, press the button. There. Oh, here we go. Here's an advert. What's this? Look at that. Big money advert. You can't beat Thorny EMI's new Spectrum games. River Rescue, Blockade, Gold Rush, Road Racer, and Volcanic Planet. Our new Spectrum games have 2 skill levels, difficult and impossible. Well, that is true of these Thorny EMI, because what is it? People in these YouTube videos do a speed run of a whole Spectrum game in 6 minutes. But it took them 3 years to get that good. I think the worst ones were the ones that needed multiple loads to play. Just Googled it. Power Play Cruiser, very 90s colors. Used to play Specky loads for some reason, but can't remember anything but Booty. What's Booty? Oh, Batman 89 on the NES is still awesome. That it is. I taught myself karate from playing a game called Way of the Exploding Fist. I think I played that. Kung Fu. Obviously, Karate Champion was one. Isn't that Karate Champion what they play in Bloodsport? Yep. But all this is making me think of wanting to talk to Charlie Brooker and Dominic Diamond for the future. Volcanic Planet. Oh, Mummy. It's a machine code. You're in charge of a party of archaeologists exploring Egyptian tombs. I thought, when it said you're in charge of a party, I thought other things. Subchase. Not getting big scores here, are they? Here we go. It's a Wrath of Magna, a 3rd Continent series adventure. Scary dairy. what I find amazing is how text-heavy magazines were. Yes, can't imagine kids now actually reading something that is 2 pages of dense text. I did immediately think that when I opened these up. I thought, oh shit, a lot of text. I love how these pages in the magazine are black and white, or the most colourful thing you've ever seen. Yes, and now we've got both. Oh, International Karate Plus. That's the one. Target Renegade. Yes, I love Target Renegade as well. Kicking ass in the downtown New York. I used to play Desert Strike on the Mega Drive. I think I played that on the Mega Drive. I returned to Frigate many times. Sorcery was an awesome game, but I think it was on Amstrad, as I remember it being green. Same with Chucky Egg. I've got a Chucky Egg Spectrum 48K tape up in the loft. I got from a pile of tape video chess tapes I picked up. It was in the bottom of the box. Oh Mummy was a free game with a Specky. Awful game along with Disco Dan. I generally bought Renegade 3 for the artwork. It's a work of art. Oh, I remember Renegade 3, yes. Nice. What do we got here? Oh Mummy 2, Subchase Space Mission, and Monster Mine for the ZX81. Oh, there you go. Spectrum games in free post service and a free catalogue with first order. What is that? Ludlow. Here we go. Shoot 'em out. Look at this. If that doesn't sell you the game, nothing will. Desert Strike was good. I think there's an Urban Strike and a Jungle Strike too. Makes sense. Some Commodore 64 games I love. Nebulous, Head Over Heels I played, but I never got anywhere in it. Whizball, don't know. Bruce Lee, Size, wistfully. They're still there. You can, 99% of these games you can probably find online. They're so small, they run in a web page. Right, we've got Galactic Trooper, Space Raiders, Galaxians, and Galaxians. Space Intruders, Winged Avengers, Firebirds. Oh, I thought it was a puzzle on the bottom. Comparison tables. Arcadia, Valhalla. That's it. Thor gives the lightning to Soldier. Thor gives the food to... Oh, is it Boldir? Boldir. Loki arrives. Thor drops the keys. See? What kid wouldn't want hours of entertainment like that? I think, yeah. I remember Renegade 3. I remember having the box. Some came in cassette cases, some came in cardboard boxes, but I remember getting Renegade 3. I don't remember playing it. I remember the original Renegade, or whatever, 2. Or was it Target Renegade 2, was it? Or was it not? Bruce Lee was an awesome. Used to play that for hours. There you go. Played it before I even knew who Bruce Lee was. Yes, I only knew Bruce Lee from No Retreat, No Surrender. So that would have been 86, 87 by the time I saw that. Great Yamo. Do you remember Fuck Man on the Commodore 64? Very primitive. No. What was that like? Nightlaw was good, but I remember being disappointed. It had nothing to do with Nightmare. I was one as well that would think it was to do with that. Sounds the same. But it's one of those wandering around a castle collecting things. Although I am in the middle of playing Resident Evil Remaster on the Xbox, which is great fun. Resident Evil 2. Remember the cheap page in Mag where it had a whole page of basic code you had to type in just to get extra lives or something. And yeah, one typo and it wouldn't work. And I bet you probably couldn't save the typing either. One of my favorite memories is my mate buying the Bruce Lee game from Boots 5 minutes before the shop closed. Felt edgy somehow. You rebels, all of you. A company called Retro Games just released the Spectrum, which is an exact copy of the original rubber key Spectrum, but it connects with HDMI and has 48 games built in. And you can add games via USB. I did see that. But yeah, I need to... My emulator's not 100%. Right, where are we at? What time is it? Right, crack on. Ryder. Morris meets the bikers. And Lunar Crabs. Who doesn't have Lunar Crabs? You are part of a solar system resources research team down on one of the Saturnian planet moons, taking samples and away from your craft when you suddenly find yourself surrounded by nasty red crabs which spit green acid gob at you. Using HDMI to plug into a Spectrum seems wrong. Yeah, you want a coaxial that's very pedantic. It was a big thud then. Hopefully everything's all right. Harrier Attack. Starfighter, Galaxy 5. Crash Games of the Month. Something's happening. Right. Invader, Galaxy, and Phoenix. Yeah. 2 games. Platform games and jumping I was never good at. Violent Universe. Spectroid Storm. Planetoids. I used to type in games from magazines. It would take forever, and then you made any type of mistakes in the game wouldn't run. Yeah, and I bet it wouldn't tell you where the error was either. Early 80s games were very eccentric, lots of unusual ideas, and sometimes saucy in-game text, images, characters. Ooh. Durell software is still going, which really blows my mind. They've adapted at least. A Trans Am game, which was not based on Knight Rider. Yes, maybe that's why I liked it so much. I did play Trans Am. Here we go. New Pengi, Tutankhamun, Cybertron, Micromania, Ghost's Revenge, and DJL software in Swindon. So you can get Froggy, which is no relation to Frogger. Zuckman, which is no relation to Pac-Man. Cockpit Games. Right, where are we at? So there's a lot of tiny text in all these games. So like, we make other games as well, like Abersoft in David. Oh, that's my neck of the woods. Bow Street doesn't see which town it's in them. That's why probably Swansea. What are they? Spectral Storm, Fourth, The Wizard Warriors, Adventure 1, Maze Man, Chess, of course, Invaders. Did anyone else buy their games from an old video game chain called Chips? Doesn't ring a bell. I'm trying to think where I bought my one. There was a record shop in the town that sold Spectrum games, but they mostly sold the budget ones like for £2. I can't remember where I got the good ones from. Maybe they pre-ordered them from there. I had to order VHS tapes. I remember ordering Aliens Special Edition from them. You had to order it in. It took about 2 weeks. All right. Jaws with the Z. Zip Zap. Right, here we go. Britannia Software. 3 new games. Home Runner, Stomping Stan, Grand Prix driver in a full 3D full machine code Formula 1 racing car. Can you reach the checkered flag ahead of the field? Excellent color and graphics. Yeah, you had to take their word for it. Compatible with speech. There were some the games that were definitely alternative and non-PC. We only had independent one-man band stores back then. 8-bit computer era, yes, indeed. I had to go to London for the John Menzies. Well, of course, there was always pool games, but how do you make an 8-bit snooker ball round? Oh, here comes the good posters. What's that? Golden Apple? No, doesn't. There's no text with a picture. Here, there's Larry. Bought mine from big box stores, mostly other than Simon's Quest. I got at a video store sale bin. Nice. Still don't know really what basic was after all these years. Yeah. It was that. You had to do 10 print colon, semicolons, or whatever it is. Name. Go to 20, go to 10, and then it would just put the name all the way down the screen. That was my level. I did do COBOL. But I think the language died out as soon as I did that. Oh, found that one. The best place in Norwich, live from Norwich, is the quiz of the week. For games was a store called One Step Beyond. Great times in the 80s before the chain of franchise stores of the mid-90s. Right, well, we got Football League analysts, Night Gunner, and Jet Fighter Pilot, which is the next generation of Spectrum software. Then we got Crash Microgames Action Order Form from Ludlow again. Might be the same place. Discounts £1 off any order for more than 20 quid. Only valid until 17th of February 1984. To Shropshire, everyone. Oop, press that. Yeah. The Crash Hotline, there we go. I used to play, what was it, disc PC game, one of those adventure games. It was set in a museum, and it's in like the 30s with a woman adventurer solving puzzles in a map. And it was one I always had to phone up for help, but I never got to the section I wanted to be in. So it's like I was on stage 1, part B or something, very simple. I had to listen to the whole thing, painstakingly tell me, and then trying to write notes. But what's this? Vote for the charts. There you go. Zoom, Killer Kong, 3D Combat Jetpack. Right. The monthly quiz. Ooh, here we go. Zoom in and enhance the quiz. We'll have a crack at that. Right, here we go. I think I downloaded this. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Did anyone play Rockstar Ate My Hamster? I remember that. I haven't played it. Right, here we go. Number 1. In which game would you expect to see a Thygrodian Mega Chrysonothodolodin? Who was the Manic Miner? And where was the mine situated? Name the famous book in which a forts of Falnon are mentioned and in which Zakaron Raiders appear. Name the 3 games in which the forts of Falcon and or the Axcran Raiders appear. Henry and his son Arbuthnot have appeared twice. Where? If you fought a bloody battle across the plains of La Centa, where have you been? Colonel Custard made a guest appearance in what game? Where would you come across the DK Menace, Blue Bearers, Green Chasers, Red Knaves, and Dark Knights? All confront you in what game? And for a bonus point, what is the game's original name? What was the game's original name? If you're trapped on the planet of Bovril, where are you? Bill the Worm appeared in many well-known films like Worm Kong, Worm of Dracula, and what well-known game? If you're about to be bogglized, where are you? Good luck with that, team. Answers on a postcard, and then we'll never know if you're right or not. There was a shop near me called Sell a Tape, which is amusing to me then and now. That is a good name. All right, there we go. Franchise stores have ruined everything. Yes, everyone always went to them. Same with online shopping. Yes. I was down our high street yesterday, last weekend, because the light were being put on. There's one small high street, which is less than a 5-minute walk on both straight down, and it's there's a Boots, WH Smith's, 4 opticians, 4 mobile phone shops, about 4 second-hand mobile shops or cases shops, and a B&M and lots of other shit. Nothing worth going. The only thing I go to is CX, which is like right at the beginning of the thing. And I had Rockstar. My hamster loved it. The fake TV guide, the instructions always used to make me smile. And talking of instructions, so my favorite is RBI baseball for the Amiga, where they said there are to program Master System games, but it's hard because they don't have keyboards. Yes, the planet of Bovril, exactly. Striking miners would have been called you scab in the mine. It was that time. I used to love Spy vs. Spy. I had that on the Spectrum where you go through a room, and then you tie a bomb or something to it, and then the other player. All I had to do was get a key, but there was about 8 rooms. I couldn't never find him. So I never got anyone in the game, but I just liked setting bombs for the other spy. Amiga. Oh, done that one. Yeah, I remember Spy vs. Spy. Ian remembers. 10 print Andy a skill. Yeah, go to 10. That was the fun. Amstrad 464 was the last system I actually remember enjoying sports games based on. Used to love the Summer Games, Winter Games, California Games series. I was rubbish at those. They took timing and skill. Right, win £100 in software. There you go. And become a regular games reviewer for Crash Magazine. There you go. There you go. Review those games. Star Soccer is only £5.95. It's amazing how much. It's amazing how so much was packed into 16K. The action and the thrills of real football. That I can believe. My local CX had someone's discarded Pepsi can on the same DVD for the last 3 weeks. I don't think they do housekeeping. No. Right, let's crack on here. Brer Rabbit, a wild ape in Leicestershire. Roland looks to the future. Roger Keane discovers that the game's warrens are full of rabbits and they're breeding fast. The Spectrum programs are very good and we should be known for them. Roland goes to town, Roland grows up. No fucking pictures of Roland's games. Galactic Warriors, Gangsters. Is that it? Just a load of text or something. Brain Damage, Grand Prix Driver. See, Grand Prix Driver doesn't look too bad. And there's Bite. Football Manager. You didn't get to see the match. You just watched the scores from 0-0, then 1-0, then 1-1. So suspenseful. I hated the Football Manager games. I had no patience for it. Setting up teams and people buying new players. Spy vs. Spy blew my mind when the winning spy got into playing a few with the control display. Nice. This is going to sound bad, but anyone remember the joystick waggler games? Combat School was one. Oh, and the sports game. Yes, I played Combat School. Yes, Roland as in Roland on the ropes. Oh, I don't know. There's a bunny. That damn squealing noise whilst the game was loading. Music to my ears. Because you always waited to it. Went silent and you thought, the game's loaded. And then it went, It's a good waggle my joystick in my youth. And now, Michael Myers. Star Soccer with no VAR. And war. Combat School was the ultimate waggling game. We got so angry with the joystick at the wall and broke it. Mum shouted. It broke the wall or the joystick? I find that stuff really interesting being a cleaner, Michael. You can judge it up by how clean their wet floor signs are. Ah, there you go. Wonder if the HDMI version is the underloading screens won't be the same if it doesn't. Yeah, my Commodore Spectrum, my Commodore emulator loader does all the noise and lines, but you can speed it up. So it starts off at normal speed and you can do it like 500%. So the game instantly loads. Right, where are we? Let's crack on. Here we go, color. And some games posters. Into the Labyrinth, Fire Flash, Protector, Galactic Warriors. Yep, not ringing a bell. Oh, look, Transversion's got 83%. How much is it? £5.90. Don't recall any Amstrad games taking too long to show off. I only had one football management game, Graham Taylor one. I couldn't work out how the signing on fees, so basically couldn't play it even if I knew what I was doing exactly. They were very complicated. It took a book to tell you how to play it. Get Liquidated. What do we got? Battle 1917, Brewery, Gangsters, Abyss, and Plunder. Mrs. Mop, Armageddon it. Armageddon looks like a ripoff of, what is it, Missile Command. So, where are we going today? Oh, look at this poster again. We got Black Crystal, The Crypt, The Adventures of St. Bernard. Oh, Volcanic Dungeon, Devil Rides In, Star Force 1. Not much of an effort for those covers, but apart from Crypt, I think. Connell Software in Surrey. Push Off, Doom Bugs, Wild West Hero. Quincy. Arcade Action Jogger. I thought it was going to be a legit game. No, it's Jogger. And Moria. Did not like that Graham Taylor game. You can teach them a thing or two. The steps are really gross too. I don't think the millennials with green hair are too interested in high machine. No. That is one thing. Well, they've got to be as least attractive as possible, apparently. I think the HDMI Spectrum can load games instantly or simulate the tape loading. There you go. It can simulate the tape failing to load or chewing up. I think that was the worst thing. It wasn't the chewing up when it all just piled into one area. It was the crinkles in the tape that stopped it fucking loading after that. 64 games sometimes had to load more levels, so extra Jeopardy warranted the next level would even load. Then that sound of the tape reached the end and nothing. Yes, you can't go back. You have to reset the whole bloody thing and start the whole game again. If you complete the whole level, you have to do it again. And if you got there by the skin of your teeth, it's not much fun. That's awesome if you can choose to load or skip straight to the game. Not a huge football fan, but was up for playing it. Just didn't understand. It seemed well made. Oh yes, they were made bigger and bigger ones, didn't they? If they had a name against it. I used to find the maps in magazines really useful. That is also true. And there's always hints and tips and stuff. Hey, Mac Cats. I remember loading my Terminator 2 on the Commodore 64 for the first time. It's still loading. Should nearly be finished by Christmas time. It's a big game. It's worth it. There we go. 3D gaming. Oh, there's that Death Chase. And Lunar Crabs. Haunted Hedges. And Star Crash. New software for a new dimension. Spectrum 3D Tanks. Yes, Silversoft's arcade action Starship Enterprise. No, that is got to be a rip-off. Welcome to 1984. Flight Simulator, is that a Microsoft? I don't think that's going to be a Microsoft one, is it? That's in 83, sorry. Lunar Jetman, there it is. That's the one. Yeah. After Jetpack. Because, yeah, Jetpack, you built the rocket, didn't you? And then Lunar Jetman was even better. You had a fucking rover, but then it had gaps in the Earth or moon, and you couldn't get over them. You had to go and get out and build on it. There's a fucking million meteors flying around. 1984, the game of economic survival. The British economy with you at the controls. What sort of chancellor would you make with several £1 billion to spend 5 years to the next general election? Yeah. Yes, maps in mags were a lifesaver. Curse of Sherwood. I remember that. Yes, that had a massive map, and some of the games were impossible without them. Yes. If you see old games at boot sales, are generally old shitty football games that nobody wants. That is true. I'm still making Terminator 2 game out on 8 bits. That's amazing to me. Xmas Frenzy unit finally loads. Yes, nice. I just remembered some more games. Cosmic Causeway, Trailblazer, Parallax, The Sentinel. I think I played The Sentinel maybe once. Probably the Gary Lineker game, yes. Comes with a free bag of crisps. Sold. There's the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Hawks, Lord Harry and Lady Harriet. Non-sexist games are becoming the rage, it seems, although none of us could make up our minds whether having a side for men and a side for women makes a game non-sexist. In any case, Lord Harry has a spot too much to drink while staying the night at his old school chum's house, and now he wakes up in the morning, a little worse for wear, and trying to find a way out of the 4 ornate gardens. Should you feel strongly about it, you can load the other side of the tape, and hey presto, Lady Harriet finds herself in an identical situation. Make that game now. Oh, Joe Montana football was good. I was not really good at that. Daley Thompson's to Kathleen. That was a big deal. Yeah, I think there's might be an ad for that in one of these mags, but that was a bastard game to do. Good old Daley. Right, where are we? Lotus. There's Lord Harry and Lady Harriet. Bulls tables, Spectrum bowls. Oh, there's the Exterminator. I don't think it's based on the film. The Oracle's Cave. Doric Computer Services presents. 3 deep space. Yes, non-sexist games. Count me out. Leisure Suit Larry all the way. Beware the Wrath of Magra. All right. Let's see. Found Parsifal and Star Trade. Quasi-Catacotl. Bloody hell. Bedlam. Bonkers. Bonkers has a cheerful inlay card and an even more cheerful title page. Oh, there you go. Speechless. Micro speechless Spectrum's talk. Do not unplug me, master. No. It's as easy as let SG equal ME colon bracket RR brackets EE brackets Christmas. We'll say Merry Christmas. Even though I hardly anything about Daley Thompson. I've always been a big part of my childhood. Yes, he was on TV a lot. And his games were around everywhere. Did you guys play games at school? BBC Micro. We had the BBC Micros, yes. And then, yeah, the robot turtle that drew pictures on the floor, yes. So he said, yeah, go forward 10, go right 20. And then you could just fucking spend all day trying to draw this fucking thing. Granny's Garden. Name sounds familiar, but I don't know if I played it. We had BBC Micros at school. I think in the whole 5 years I was there, we used them twice. We had, what's it? Not Amigas. Archimedes. The sixth form had Archimedes. Of course, I never made it to sixth form. Used to fight other micros at school, yes. Still remember as a kid in front of my computer lesson playing Buggy Boy. Maybe he had a letter off his mum. I remember being blown away hearing the sampled speech and Robocop. Yes, that was good. And of course, Ghostbusters! Yeah! Granny's Garden sounds familiar. I think there's a magazine to that now, isn't there? There we go. More adverts. Arcade Strikes Back. Let's see if we've heard of these then. Bubble Trouble, The Detective. Raiders of the Cursed Mine. And Last Sunset for the Ticker. Oh, we got a Eternal Man comic. Anyone seen a Medikit? Gnar! Oh, it is a full comic as well. Right. There's Bonkers. Fast-paced action game. Gridmaster. Time is running out in Breakaway. A unique... I can't read it. Bonkers and Breakaway available from Prism, Woolworths, Rumbelows, John Lewis, and Debenhams. Overseas inquiries are welcomed. Coming soon, Bricky Mickey, Time Bug, Final Frontier, Bermuda Triangle, and Magic Orchard. Another one in Essex. Oh, there's one more back page. Get away from it all. Sam Spade. No, it wasn't Sam Spade. There was a game on the Spectrum I played where you were a detective, private eye, but I can't remember what it's called now. And people shooting at you from the drains, and you have to do somersaults to avoid it. I had that Kara speech synth interface. I got it because someone to pretend I was in Wargames movie. Exactly. I think everyone did back then, didn't they? The late Jack Capes sadly passed away, hasn't he? Yes. He definitely had games. I remember Archimedes came in during the last years of the seniors. Don't remember using them much. I think we were showing them once, and it was proper 3D graphics. So it was a flying triangle, but it was a proper 3D effect. Speaking of computer lessons, I remember a different teacher coming in, sitting down and trying a new QL on the desk next to me. What's a QL? Am I being stupid? I remember might have been one of the years at school exams. We had the computer exam of our class in the room, and I had paid for a little dictionary-sized book of computer terms. I was passing it around the room to people. What's the statute of limitations on that? I remember Granny's Garden on the BBC Micro. I didn't have a clue what I was doing because I had terrible reading ability. I paired up with the brainy kids to get around it. There you go. I still want an Archimedes. Probably very expensive to get because they were in schools that got trashed. Hey, Alphabet Cat, welcome. Archimedes got brought to my secondary school for the CDT block to use this, the CAD programs and so on. It was a really great computer on par with the Amiga and STS. It's like, yeah, the BBC and the Archimedes were the educational ones, and then Commodore 64 and Amiga's STs were the home one. Yeah, Jeff Cape did have a game. Didn't Granny's garden have a scary witch face who appeared to be fucked up? Right, let's go to 81 this time with computer and video games. Oh, first fun computer magazine, very important. That is the one, Michael Myers. Well done. Christmas toys. Avoid the 5-day wonders. Ooh, what could this be about? All we did in CTT was make things out of cardboard, and our teacher was an alcoholic. What did I make? I made a metalwork. We made a thing to put something hot on. So it was just I made a cross. Woodwork. I can't remember. All I remember in woodwork is some kid drilling through his hand with the pull down drill. Had to go to hospital. Yeah, it was bad. Didn't learn anything. Computer and was it computer design technology? No. What was it? What's the C stand for? I want the TRS-80, the one like Corey Feldman uses in the corner of the room just to know if anyone realizes it's a movie reference. Is that the one in Friday the 13th Part 4? It's like going diagonally across the screen. The Sinclair QL was the follow-up to the Spectrum, but it was aimed at the business market and was quite expensive, so it failed. Yes, there you go. Thank you. That sounds like a title of my autobiography, Michael. Used to love CDT using compass and protractors and special pencils and stuff. Yes, because the school would say you need the special protractors and pencils and stuff. But I don't think I ever used mine. It was the one with the metal tin and the blue writing on top and had a compass and stuff that you stab people. Was it Craft Design Technology? I'm trying to think now. The cover is very Mars Attacks. Is that way before Mars Attacks as well, is it? They also knocked out CDT Blockdown and didn't tell us first, so all of our projects in the building got demolished. What? Friday the 14th? Yes, forgot to put sweet. I forgot to put sweet movie knowledge down. Thank you. It used to be called Metalwork and Woodwork, but GCSEs changed all. Yeah, I was in the first year of GCSEs when they came out. And it's not just exams, it's based on your coursework, which I don't think it ever was, because we don't think we ever actually did any coursework. It was just come into lesson. I've written stuff on the blackboard, write it down in your books, and then learn it when you get home. Fun times. I couldn't read my own writing then. Right, here we go. What do we got? Bill Budge's Raster Blaster. Hang on, I've got to resize the page so it fits. There we go. Video pinfall for the Apple II. See next month's issue for details. So this is... Oh, hang on. I didn't look at the date. What was it? So the last one was 75. Its crash was 75p, wasn't it? And that was 85. 84. 75p. And this is 75p in 1981. What was the date? November. All right, line it up. Let's have a look. Next issue is out on November 18th. Oh, is this? Oh, it's a weekly magazine. Right, there you go. There's the Vic Center. Not just a computer, but a whole expandable system. Only $189.95, including that special cassette deck for $44.95. The Vic 20 is a fully fledged, easy-to-use computer. Nice. Subscription. Oh, hang on. Craft Designer Technology. There you go. I think, yeah. I remember the hard kids in my school used to make ninja stars in CTT and then break time test them out by throw them at a wooden fence. Well, at least it was a wooden fence, not people. And that's the first thing computer and video games when I was 7. Bloody hell. CDT became DT for some reason. They dropped the craft. That might be. Maybe it's just DT, I remember. Well, CDT. Maybe that. Like you said, the first 3 years it was CDT. Because the first 3 years was science, and then you got to choose which subject you wanted to do. Right, here we go. What do we got? Acorns. Missile Command is $27.50. Bloody hell for the Atari. Telephone answering machine. It's such wizards. The Atari TV game. Space Invaders. Database TV game. Color cartridge TV game. Chess computers. Cheating bitch. Speak and Spell, 40 quid. Adding machine with paper printout, 24 tune electronic doorbell, teletext add-on adapter. What the hell does that mean? Earth Invaders. The hard kids in my school did a Ouija board in RE and promptly got suspended. Did they bring Jesus back? Did you say very good, but wooden fence not hit back? Post office approved telephone answering machine is a great name for a band. Indeed. There's a Fly the Space Shuttle. Highly accurate computer simulation of the flight of the space shuttle. There you go. The Mysterious Adventure #1. Now 2 and 3 are out as well. There you go. From the professionals. Da-da-da-da-da. Right. Oh, look. It's the computer from Electric Dreams. You got the Sinclair ZX81 starter pack. Invaders, Pinball, Star Trek. Fantastic real-time version. Fruit Machines, UFO Bomb, Lunar Lander. Just computers are all cheating bitches. The world's beating Atari. Personal computers. Atari 400 with 16K of RAM for £345. So double the RAM is an extra 50 quid. Good old Maplins. More hardware, software, adventure games, arcade games. Wait, this is supposed to be video games, wasn't it? This is all computers. Commodore 60 VIC-20s. Oh, press the wrong button. The Video Genie already £199. A printer. Dot matrix printer. You could get a teletext adapter for the BBC Micro. Let you view teletext pages on your computer and save pages. I think I remember that now. I'm at the school one, bringing teletext up and playing with it. I remember going to the travel agent, and they had basically a teletext system, but you could book holidays and stuff on it. Dear Sir, Sinclair claims that the ZX81 will accept a tape input from any cassette recorder with either a 4 ohm or 8 ohm output. This may be true, but for some reason I found it impossible to reload my own programs once they had been recorded. Why is that? Puzzled from London. Most portable tape machines these days have 2 sets of inputs and outputs. One set will be a 5-pin various hardware-centric, these early magazines. Oh, yes. Okay, USA. I definitely think Zap is more modern-looking map, but I felt it quite breakthrough in how it was laid out. Yes. So much of a Bloodsport game. Those dot matrix printers are oddly satisfying. I think you can get your Google to play it, can't you? So play the sound of a dot matrix and it'll do it for like fucking help you sleep. Right, competition. Win a Tato Space Invaders. Oh, look, it's the sit down pub one. I played on that. How do I win it? For details of Know Your Creatures competition. Okay, there you go. So pop quiz hot shots. The creatures in the bottom left-hand corner of the page. I think Space Invaders proved so popular because, and then identified the 3 creatures. Does it even say it in the game? Because today you just go image search. The latest and indeed the greatest of Kansas Arcade series, Arcade Scramble for the Tandy TRS-80 and Video Game Genie. A calculator, programmable calculators for 120 quid. So your basic scientific calculator with a pretty much an LCDS display is would be equivalent to like 350, 400 pounds now. Yikes. Another competition. Solve the puzzle and win. Computer vinegar as many. Oh, look. ZX software on cassette. £3.95. What do you get then? Cassette one. Oh, we get Education games, video games, business and household. Yes, do your expenditures. Junior education 9 till 11. Video Genie. I wonder if that's like the video game Genie they could plug into a Mega Drive and get all the cheats. I don't think so. I think it's just a gaming beat. I thought that at first. Bloody hell, the shit is expensive. Exactly. Average household isn't going to be buying any of this. There we go. There it is. The ZX81. I think I've look at its little printer. It's basically like a till printer now, with a new basic manual. Looks a hell of a good design. I will give it that. 16K byte RAM pack for massive add-on memory. But 50 quid. It's not bad. But 1 kilobyte RAM, expandable to 16. Able to drive the new Sinclair printer. Advanced 4-chip design, microprocessor, ROM, RAM, plus master chip. Yes, because we all know what that is. Yeah, that cute. It's adorable. Isn't it just? It's probably got about 3 pages you can print off before it fucking runs out. Oh, hang on. What's this? Mouse, come back. There we go. Games. Battle of the Prehistoric Giants. Towering Inferno. The Sea Wolf. Just a few mentions of stuff. Nothing. Chess, of course. Many games with chess. Battle chess is one of my favorite. But that's another decade. Return of the Mekon. There you go. Who's that down there? See, I told you they knew who I was. Othello. I hated Othello. I never knew how to play Othello. What kind of thing did anyone print on it? It's exactly. If it's like this big, you don't get many spreadsheets on that. Computer Video Games Magazine was going until October 2004. Oh, that's not bad. Thank you, Andy. One of my favorite letters is Computer Video Games when someone said in the UK are weird for putting acid on French fries. And I think he meant vinegar on chips, but the point applies. That is true. A lot of games were played on Why Don't You? Why don't you do something less boring instead of? Yeah. There is a Towering Inferno game. Just well, it's called Towering Inferno. It might be licensed, but there's the VIC-20. If you want to feel at home in the world of computers, you'll want the best home computer in the world. Got a very colourful, I suppose, C634 Aurora computer. I suppose vinegar on chips is technically acid on chips. It is. I had a Sinclair printer. It didn't use ink cartridges. The ink on the paper was it worked thermally? Yes, the old thermal fax machines thing. But then the paper never lasted long because it just if it got hot, it just went black, and then it never went back. Plug in and you're off. Vic, the best by far for business or pleasure. You can keep your diary up to date, teach you mathematics, play an enormous range of video games, even play pieces of music to soothe your worried brow. I found my family chessboard today, and I only know like 2 people who had to play chess, and one of them moved to America. Yeah, my dad had a chessboard. He had I don't know if they were the big tall stone or ivory chess set or whatever. The ink was in the paper. It just burnt it into the paper. No ink. It's not like one of those Rupert the Bear books, the annuals, where it was a black and white picture, but if you got it wet, the colours came through. That was witchcraft. Here he was in pictures. The days of analog in, analog out, the red, yellow, and white, and RCA cables, 3.5 jacks seemed so complicated back then. Yeah. Teach you mathematics. When you add up to £100, you need to pay for it. Yeah, it's just like the computer episode of Married with Children, where they get a computer. I don't know why I want one. I just know I want one. And then, yeah, she describes it as like 8 mega RAM, and then no one uses it. Right, where do we get to? Computer supermarkets. Oh, here we go. Look, there's some programming. Play your own game. What is that? The Invaders runs on NASCOM 2. So yes. So 10 number 1 HS equals 0. 10 CLS. I know that means clear screen. Print tab. Oh, there you go. Play. Print tab. Print name. Space Invaders. Print. Yeah, hours of fun. Battling. Oh, hang on. So yeah, 340 there, 800 lines there. Oh, it's still going. So we've got 2,000 lines of fucking text. Oh, and that was it. So then you can play Space Invaders. That's all it is. So it sounded me and when my sister said they didn't know how to play chess. This is weird because we have the same parents as far as I know. Now the bishop moves diagonally. And the queen goes in all directions. First system we had was the 80's Tronic, which was a copy of the Cat of the Atari Invaders. Was the only game cartridge we had. You don't need any other games if you got Space Invaders. Oh yes, writing in line after line to play a game took forever. Well, we didn't have anything else. Mum was probably watching soaps on the telly, so you couldn't watch anything. Right, what is this? Super Nim. What is that? Very technical, whatever it is. Oh no, no, it's still going. What's W.H. Smith selling? A ZX81, the first personal computer that only adds up to £70. They take Access and MasterCards. Look at all the things it does that you can't read. Right, how's this Super Nim doing? Oh, it's still going. Right. Oh. Refresh, you bastard. Right. Understanding your ZX81 ROM. Look at that fucking phone book size thing. I bought a kit from Argos with all the cables in. Didn't have a clue what most of them did. Yeah, Super Nim looks rather shifty. No idea what that game is. But it's still going. Oh, there you go. Rainbow Passage, another game to play. It's cool how they give you games to type out, but like we always said, one wrong dot or one wrong number in the wrong place. Game ain't working. Oh, what's this? Sharp operators go to New Bear. A MZ80K, 48K RAM, £400. Bloody hell. Oh, Rainbow Passage is still being going. Beware of the nibblers. I can guarantee they don't look like that. That's a good point. We clearly had so much time on our hands back then. No internet and phones to distract us. We used to spend hours tinkering with stuff and reading and drawing stuff. Exactly. Get rid of your phones, people. Turn this crap off and go and do something educational. I might hold you that, Michael. I know how to play chess, but I can never seem to win no matter when I start. Yeah. I always go rogue. The Sharp MZ80K has got it all, but it doesn't tell you what it does. Oh, the nibblers are still going. Oh, I've got a tarot reader now. City Bomb. 10 print. Do you want instructions? Input C dot. If code C dollar, then 62, then go to 800. Clear the screen. Pet high res. If you're a pet owner, there have been a few occasions that you wish that you had the graphic capabilities of an Apple. As you thrilled to Star Wars back in 1978, you probably didn't realize that you were able to partake in that cinematic battle against the Death Star just 3 years later. No. Because Trench Run runs on Atari 400 or 800 in 16K. There you go. Write your own Trench Run. Yeah, ZX81 and 69, 99 and 81 is £336 today. God bless the parents for buying this. So the trick is to be about 3 or 4 moves ahead. This is one crap. Yes, I can't think of one move ahead. Rainbow Passage is a very interesting club. I'd go there. I don't want to be admitted into the Rainbow Passage. It's I mean to have you, even if it's by burglary. So there you go. Relive the 3 years after the film came out. You can write a 3000 code, and you can go dodgems. Hangman. Look at Hangman. Nasty stuff. Save an innocent man. Get back up there. Why are you the wrong size? Right, there we go. Game of the year is A Man, a Magazine in Need. Program your way to Paris. You could be in a position to treat a friend to a weekend in Paris, complete with spending money next year. Right, where are we at? Let's crack on. Oh, look at those lovely TV stands. TV cabinet for only $69.50. Or that has glass doors and a tank inside it by the look of it. 336 fan. I remember the ZX one had 1K, was black and white Windows 7. The Star Wars cabinet, yeah, and it had the proper controllers as well. The X-Wing for the trench run, the 3D one. I love that game. It had very tinny 8-bit sound, or 1-bit sound, but it was still good. I love how Super Software, like DC, you never see the logo of mine. You might have been right, yeah. Sharpsoft is there as well. Spotty in my local working man's club had it, and every time I went in with my dad, it blew my mind. Blew my nod. That Star Wars arcade game was incredibly such a sit-down cabinet version with all the samples playing out the music. Yes. Indeed. Let's see. £10 off Atari for 400, 800 computers. Got a little cartoon. The Bugs. There's the Video Genie. Hobbyist package. Everything the beginner needs. 12K basic. QWERTY keyboard. Star Trek type game. Surround, checkout, hangman, workfind, fruit magic carpet. And a name address list program. A preschool letter recognition game. And other game tapes to be included. There are 3 blank quality computer cassettes for your own use. Let's go to Tavistock Street, Bedfordshire. Right. What's that? Video screens. Aliens in your sights. Wimbledon without asteroids. Pinball wizards. Not showing much. Yeah, there's not much graphics on display here, is there? A lot of promises of speech and sounds and everything. Oh, here we go. Wild card game. 10, was it 100 print? Press any key when ready. 110, get AS. Let X, then. Oh, fuck, that's getting complicated now. Alright, if you're in Manchester, they've got everything. Why don't you play a round with our new games from Leisure Genius? As we'll get to later in this series of live streams, the games get better. But here we go. Portable games. What the hell? Is that a version of Simon or something? Lights Action Q Simon's Big Brother. Don't remember that one. Or Dig for Victory, or any of those other things. A portable game center. Versatile handheld electronic game center. Microvision has 2 extra cartridges added for the range for this Christmas. Hobbyist package. Ooh, yes, indeed. I always found it wild that when they advertise these home computers for being suitable for business, they showed pie charts and graphs. No idea. You actually do office work on a Commodore 64. Yes. Big business. Check what your shares are doing. One of the last times I went to a working man's club, I was taking photos of the machines and they thought I was on council or something. Let's explain. I'm just a nerd. Staying control had a different meaning nowadays. Yes. Here we go. Look at this. The DAI personal computer is something. £600 plus VAT. Beat that for value. 24K resident high-speed basic, 16 colors, high-resolution graphics, scrolling screen editor, 3 programmable parallel ports. Amazing stuff. Where is that? Lost. Oh, Siren's Tester. I wonder if they're still there. Oh, we got a crossword. Effervescent ordering 364. COBOL observation for Game Man 3. I don't know. Yeah, we're not going to do that one. Prime yourself for this computer revolution and save £1.50 on the educational computing special offer. People ripping you off back then. Like. I bought a car for less than 600. Exactly. The First record on a disc 5 and 3. Hex binary, hex 50 binary 10100000 int 4 times 20 minus 1 for the present time. 8. Yeah. For nerds, you say. Oof. Yes. It was very much a changed magazine by the 90s, wasn't it? Go with a 12-inch monitor. How much is that? Oh, it doesn't say. Got an expander, unleashes the full potential of the Genie. It contains a selection of interfaces, allowing a connection up to 48K of RAM, 4 disk drives, printers, and 500 cards. Disk drive, and then what business couldn't do without? If it wasn't for me, the Russians would have invaded Poland last night. Then glossary of terms. An array is a series of items, data, or information arranged to form a meaningful pattern. Excellent stuff. Right. Oh, here we go. Some games at last. In this video game, 12 inches is tiny. Are you sure about that, Michael? I beg to differ. If I'm stream idea, we get through a crossword and the stream can't end until it's done. Jesus Christ. Even with Google, I don't think we'll get help with that. I love the catch on these computers. I don't know why you're bothering. Exactly. It's all just pie in the sky. The other thing is the prices have remained kind of similar. And there's games used to cost 40. And yeah, Switch games cost 40. I did think that the other thing. I remember thinking back, oh, yeah, they were all 40 quid when they came out. And now games have got more advanced, but they're still the same price. Although I still see some fucking games in CX, like a GameCube game that's 100 and fucking something pounds. I'll be up to that, Michael, although I'm worse at crosswords than chess. Yeah, we'll do the Times crossword one Sunday morning, see how it goes. I feel sorry for some of the parents back in the day when I got wanting to buy one of these bizarre computers that are being sold in the magazine that ended up with a useless, obsolete computer. That happened a lot. Right, where are we? You and your children. More and more schools are buying atoms. More and more children will learn on atoms. You can give them the extra fun familiarity with us with an atom at home. Sold for £300. A entire range of typewriters. Right. Let's see what we got. Oh, there you go. Subscription form. And there we go for that one. Right. That's an atom. Exactly. Yes. Cryptic crosswords. Just there. Essentially stress me out. Yeah, what's it? GEGS. GEGS. And then it's 8 letters and 4 or whatever it is. See if you know what that one is. Right, where do we get to? We've done Crash, we've done computer video games. So the first edition of Zap. That should be more fun. That's 1985. 50 pages of reviews. Incredible. 95p, going up in price here. We had a plastic keyboard over there, looked like a mini piano keyboard. When you push the keys, it pressed the letters on the keyboard underneath. It had music software with classical tunes. I think my VIC-20 had a music keyboard display, but you had to use the keys. It didn't have the fancy plasticky overlay. Right, what do we got? I don't know that game. Well, let's go for Moon Cresta, the classic Trip to Space War game. Trip to the Space War? Does that make any sense? Spectrum, £6.95. Commodore 64, £6.95. The White Wizard Lives On. That's my name. So here's the poster I posted the other day. Good old Ocean Software. Look at that. Frankie Goes to Hollywood had their own game. Street Hawk. Awesome picture. And Daley Thompson's Super Test. So that's the Spectrum 48K, Commodore 64, Amstrad, and the Atari 800. Covering all the basics. Have they started reviewing games in percentages yet? Or was that a 90s thing? Oh, I've seen that minute. So looking forward to the Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. It's coming on PlayStation last, I think. I heard it's been released. Yeah, I think the RoboCop and Indiana Jones games only play on the latest Xbox, and I've got the S or X or whatever, the Zero, whatever it is, the second one. That was my favorite mag of the era. Felt much more fun on how it was laid inside, getting laid inside. Looked like Richard Pryor. Racist. Right. So we got Gribbly's Day Out. Everyone had that one, of course. What you won't find in Zap. Type in program listings. What's the point of spending hours typing in crumbing programs which probably won't ever run? Articles on interrupts, interfaces, operating systems, registers, or program stacks. We don't really know what they are. We don't really want to know what they are. Half-baked reviews by clever dick journalists who are more about trying to be funny than game playing. We're games fanatics. Anything to do with business software. It's a home computer. There you go. Yeah, the Commodore 64 music was stunning. It had a music chip called SID, and I think it sounds good even now. Nothing quite the same as a SID chip. Yes, I think I saw that in my emulator. You could have the SID options. I listened to SID chip music, the Commodore 64 music. Some amazing music. Yeah, I have to check that out. Having a Spectrum, I wasn't used to having music. The Zap reviewers, we've got Gary Penn, Julian Ronell, and Bob Wade. So yeah, there's percentages for their ratings: graphics, sound, presentation, originality, laughability, hookability, and value for money. These look like kids, I think. New Meg Shock Horror Probe. So of course, they have to fill a lot in. Question time. Dear Zap, it's great to see a mag for us 64 gamers, at least. At last, I'm sure it'll be great. I've got a few questions. Hope you can answer. Is the Datasoft pole position the Atari Soft version under another label? Is there likely to be a Crystal Castles out by anyone? Which is the best trackball to buy? Are there any or likely to be any alternative fast or cheaper disk drives out? 1051 seconds are old and slow. Richard Foreman now, unfortunately. What was that? Oh, Richard. Very good. Ocean did the best movie commercial. Yes, I love the RoboCop games. I did not know that. Reuse the RoboCop theme. I prefer the music from Short Circuit on the Commodore 64 than the film. Yes, he's definitely Brian now. Julian Jazz Rignall is a bit of a legend. He was editor and publisher of a lot of these magazines in the 80s and 90s. There you go. Fun fact, David Shire, who did the music for the film Short Circuit, was married to Talia Shire. Makes sense. I remember Julian Raglan, I think he would sometimes appear on Channel 4's Game Master. Is he still with us? Because I will tell you a little secret. I did message Dominic Diamond. He hasn't seen the message yet, though. I don't think he doesn't seem to post much on Instagram, but maybe next year. Julian Rignall. Does he still exist? Probably too old for Instagram now. Doesn't look like, if I'm spelling it correctly. No accounts in that name. Yes, he did. He had the same hair to his desktop back then. Commodore 64 SID chips was 10 years ahead of its time. It literally was 80 synth compressed into a microchip. Nice. Crystal Castles is awesome on the Atari, like a 3D-ish Pac-Man. Oh, nice. Let's have a look at this, and here we go. Oh, there you go. US Gold Marketing Manager, Gremlin Graphics Design Director. Gremlin, that's what good. This is adverts for gaming. There we go. Tony Crowther, 64 Graphics King. Right, what's this? Blagger Goes to Hollywood. I'm sure all these are licensed pictures of E.T. and Superman. But I don't know that game. It's generally terrifying to me that people from this magazine might be dead. Aren't all like 35, yes. Wonder what Ben the Boffin is up to these days. Check out the 64 Music to Myth. It's an epic cinematic theme song. I think I saw that link somewhere earlier. Good old Elite. 14.95 in case, 17.95 in disc, joystick with keys, all keys. Yeah, I remember Elite on the Spectrum. It was very complicated, but it's got 95% valuable money. The two brothers that programmed it there. Win a copy of Pathfinder. Don't know that one. Controlling the Amazing Leaper, Pathfinder. Only £10 from Activision. 3D shoot 'em up with unusual graphics. Sadly, much of the people who made these games are no longer with us. Yes, and they were young people back then. Right, here we go. Activision Master of the Lamps, another piece of magic from Activision. Either I was out of touch or out of money. I didn't know any about these things. Rock and Bolt. Cauldron. I remember that picture, but I've never actually met it. I've hardly ever played Elite, which is pretty embarrassing. It does look like I seem to remember it being a very complicated flying game in space. Will be one of the games of 1985. This one is hot, so don't miss it. Says Big K. It does look pretty good in those screenshots, but what's it on? IBM 64, Commodore. Oh, that's Cauldron. Evil Dead, the video game, Valkyrie 17. Yeah, you could play the Evil Dead game, you just couldn't watch the film. Probably better Graham Taylor than Elite. Same here. Jerry Owen Tell composed and programmed the music to Cybernoid and Cybernoid 2. He was only 15 or 16 at the time. A lot of clever kids back then. Where are the clever kids these days? Just piss around on TikTok videos. This mag brought in little drawings of the reviewers which showed us their thought of the game. Happy or face or sad face drawings, so you don't need to read the whole review. If anyone wants more, Chris Searle presented the computer program, BBC 2, near 2. Available on YouTube, yes. Chris Searle, I remember him from That's Life as well. Fearless Newtown, Edward Banger sniffs out the 64 game world, hottest events, and juiciest gossip. So what do we got here? Great ideas. Look, engines. Everyone's a Wally. Meet the gang. Wilma, Tom, Dick, and Harry. And Herbert. The first ever multi-role arcade adventure. Includes the hit single On Reverse, Everyone's a Wally, performed by Mike Berry. World Series Baseball. I played that badly. Activision made the first game I ever played, Frostbite, on the Atari. Prototype the emojis, yes. I love all the super nerdy words in these magazines, like Cauldron, Labyrinth, and Amnut. Definitely nerds. Right. Brian Bloodaxe and Almaz. See, none of those ring a bell. What makes Wet Set Jelly sound like a computer game? Brian Bloodaxe with Primary Imbalance. Oh, it's on turbo cassette for the Spectrum. Is that a thing? Oh, here we go. Win a Commodore disk drive. Oh, I see. Yes, here's some of the looks. BC's quest for tires. Jump, sucker. Web Dimension. The name Herbert. Is that published by Family Guy? I got those. Can't get enough of those Blue Ribbon Blues. There's Brian Jack's Superstar Challenge. Winning's not the most important thing. It's the only thing. They got Shades. Flawed 3D arcade adventure. Oh dear, they're not happy. It's on the 48K Spectrum, Commodore 64, BBC B, the Electron, of course, and the Amistad. Bounty Bob Strikes Back. Not bad graphics. What's he say about it? No, 68 for the graphics. Incredibly addictive 20-screen platform game. Hoist, suction pumps, transporters, and pulverizers. Nobody seems to spell disc with a K anymore. No, the British version isn't with a K. Spy Hunter. I played that. Definitely played Spy Hunter. And there was almost a Spy Hunter game with a film with The Rock. Didn't they make the game for the original Xbox? And it came out, but the film never did. But yeah, I used to love Spy Hunter. You would drive, get on a truck, upgrades, and dodge cars, and crash 100% of the time like I did. Aqua Racer, Software Star. They gave high scoring game a Sizzler Award and the top game silver or gold. Okay. Let's see what comes up in this one. Herbert's Dummy Run. Must have had some money behind them to put this in. Tim loves cricket. Oh dear. Value of sound is 4%. I guess it's 1 thud and 1 boop. So glad you mentioned that the Rock Spy Hunter game. I always felt I'd imagined it. Yeah, I guess they had a similar looking person to the Rock on the cover, but yeah. Right, here we go. We got the Wild Bunch, Bite Bitten, sorry. Exodus, Mr. Freeze. What killed the dinosaurs? Headache. Booty, there's Booty. Someone mentioned that earlier. Snake Bite. Meet Mickey the Bricky. Bird Strike. It's like a Disaster on the Hudson. Duck, Acid Drops. Estra, the Hacker. Run Baby Run. Terror Force, Menace, Crazy Caverns. Mr. Freeze, Booty, and Viking Raiders. I don't feel bad that I filmed with The Rock never came out. Yes. Firebird had some great games. Yes. I think they were owned by BT. Yes. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. So the logo. Oh, yeah. British Telecoms is got that little symbol in the bottom left. It's good to talk. Right. Super Huey. Superb helicopter flight simulator. Great 3D graphics and easy joystick controls. Please, not another scramble. There's a great musical score, but a grim use of colors and boring graphics don't exactly add to the initials. Easy and rather bland version. The ability to design your own screens isn't really worth writing home about either. Oh dear. Very cross. More baseball. Powerful utilities from the Micro Center Newsham. Look at that. Gremlins, the game. Pole position. I used to love pole position in the arcade. Fucking useless at it. Yes, that Firebird I remember too. In Tim loves cricket. Tim loves cricket. A person named Tim who loves cricket, or a player named Tim Love. Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't look into that. In these old magazines, they used to have take photos of the screen and get a physical photograph just to be able to put a screenshot on the magazine. Yes, good point, Andy. Delayed the magazine by a week. Very rare I ever saw 24-hour or 1-hour photos in the 80s. Druid and the sequel Enlightenment were amazing. Kind of Gauntlet copyright games. I liked Gauntlet. I want to spec you now so I can rediscover these games I never had. Well, there are all the ROMs are free and emulators, or you can play it online. Literally in a web page, most of them. Playing Spy Hunter right now, car keeps getting smashed. Yeah, it is a tiny road on a slight mistake. The Penetrator, yes. Oh my. Yes, depends what the apostrophe is. World Series Baseball was the first or second game I ever played. I remember the old specky one, I think. Very bad graphics. Bloody love pole position. Corey Feldman mentions it in the Goonies. There you go. Second mention of Corey Feldman tonight. You said that Gremlins game is one of those adventure games that you had to type in where you want to go, but the graphics were great for the time. Yeah, I think I did a video on one of my videos. I saw someone playing it. But yeah, it's got the original poster where it doesn't have a stripe bursting out. Buggy Boy was an amazing little driving game. Gremlins, The Adventure, available early April on Spectrum, Commodore 64, C60, BBC, and Electron. What's this? Airwolf, the game. Where's Ben? Let's have a look. Can't read it. It's not too bad. Fairly positive reviews. Difficult, addictive helicopter rescue. 36 screen areas, great graphics, tricky traps. Got the Dark Tower. No relation. Caverns of Celiac. Jack Attack. Buck Rogers. Poor rendering of the 3D arcade shoot them up. Yeah, very bad reviews. Turned his back on it. Here we go. Crowther on Minter. Who is this? A barely essence, yellow-topped, lightning-fingered Tony Crowther burst upon the game's playing scene with a series of stunning programs by... Yeah. There you go. Make music on a... What's it on? Spectrum. Looks a bit like Hero, which had a kind of helicopter guy flying through caves. I still remember watching the Pole Position cartoon when it said Namco. I was like, why? Thought it was Rukawa. I can see that. See how they changed the text to speech bubbles to break up the huge blocks of text. Indeed. Pole Position on the right page. Next to Gremlins, which it is a conspiracy. Oh my fabricant. Quick to learn, easy to use. Look at this. A unique feature as its double-sized text option in both printer and edit mode. Perfect for young children or people with poor vision. You got your own mini office. There you go. Look, there's your pie charts and graphs for £5.95. You can't go wrong there. Now you can use your Commodore 64 to write a letter or a report, to compile a mailing list, or classify your record collection, to check your bank statement, or to sort out the family finances and then translate them into colorful graphics. How the hell is that going to check your fucking bank statement? You get a printout from the bank and then you type it all into a computer. And the one you get from the bank is like a monthly one, so it's like 2 weeks out of date before you even get it. If it wasn't for these magazines, these programmers probably never had their photo taken. It cost money to take pictures back then. Right, we got Shadow Fire. It's even got a human face. Oh, it's got a good review. Give my regards to Broadsheet. There it is, mentioned again. Like the 5th time this month this film's been mentioned. It's not too bad. What's it say? Drive around London in search of lost music. Well, that is the film. Want to play games? Not learn. You'll do as you're told, Michael. 25 new levels, multi-channel music, automatic demo mode, level warp ability, starring Bounty Bob. Don't know that one. I wonder if any of these writers had girlfriends. Maybe once the magazine took off. It's like all those memes of the really fit bird that says, I didn't know he was a millionaire. I just liked his smile. They got this big, fat, spotty creature. Zap Adventure. Oh, Valkyrie 17. That picture looks familiar. No, I didn't know. No. I was too busy. Yeah. Finger banging sluts, whatever. What was this? 85? I was 12, so yeah. Broadsheet used to be the red light district in Stoke. They had girlfriends who the paychecks rolled in, exactly. The pictures of graphs and pie charts were good to show your parents to convince them to buy a computer to help with your schoolwork. Then you're just going to use it for games. See, Andy knew. But I can make pie charts for school. What's the pie chart? So you've got the Emerald Isle, Witch's Cauldron, the Hobbit. The big adventure game of the time. Right. Let's see. Tier 9 Nog. Now, I remember playing that on the Spectrum. All I remember is the first screen is just like a walking along something. That's as far as I got. The Land of Youth, the Other World. What's that? Ripper. Top 10 favorites. Colossal Cave, the Zork Trilogy, The Hobbit, Lords of Time, The Kingdom Valley, Scott Adams, Heroes of Khan, The Time Machine, Urban Upstart, Castle Blackstar, The Quill, The Adventure Writing System. Oh, God. Can you imagine writing your own adventure game? That would take fucking years. They created a girlfriend in the computer, Kelly LeBrock style. No, they just picked them up in the nightclub with a lot of money. Probably got paid in luncheon vouchers. There he goes. Come, Michael knows. Yeah, no one can help it when that's mentioned. Exodus Ultima 3. Bloody hell, they were Ultima 3 back in 1985. I don't think I ever played any of it, but I remember the Ultima games in the shops and stuff. There's 299. Yeah, there it is. That's the picture. Just some bloke walking along and things happen, but I have no idea what the hell's going on. Animated arcade adventure, large playing area with strong Celtic atmosphere. That weird science has a lot to answer for. I still think it might be possible. Well, I guess with the internet, you could customize a rubber doll, a life-size rubber doll to look like Kelly LeBrock. So you're halfway there with 3 working offices. She's a busy girl. There you go. Here's the maps. The Lords of Midnight. Look at that. That's a hell of a map for back in 1985. The original epic combining adventure and strategy, over 44,000 locations with 32,000 possible views. Right, it's just a lot of maps coming up. No, just one. There's Shadowfire. Don't remember that one. Just Great Zap Challenge. Dare you summon of the Scorelord, the Zap Champion. Gary Penn, Bob Wade. There's Julian Rignall. I have to get my Google on tomorrow, I think. Zap high scores. Yeah, I am this. Yeah, no evidence whatsoever, but you can send them your scores and times. Here you go. Boulder Dash, Mission Impossible, Decathlon, International Soccer, Psy Warrior, The Guardian, Spy vs. Spy, Hero, Suicide Express, Black Thunder, Ghostbusters, Stars of Carneth, Antispol, and Tapper. Ooh. We must have had a lot of time on our hands. We did. We get home from school at 4 and then bed at 9 or 10. Oh shit, I'm not reading that lot out. And now I look at our gallery. I'm not sure Boogaboo is allowed these days, is it? Maybe 3D printers can print a girl. Very hard one. A lot of fantasy games, yeah. Joystick compatible, though. Imagine she would be a bit brittle. Yes, 3D printers are not there yet. They'll be too flesh. They're sanded down. It'll take months to build a 3D model of a woman. And just jam a fleshlight in there. There are a lot of games where I played, I hadn't a clue what was going on or understood what was happening. Yes, because even if you had the cassette, it never told you what you were doing, especially the budget releases or the re-releases. You never got the manual or anything. There are a lot of games I played that. Oh, see, I'm going doolally here. Right, where we go? Oh, Tapper, play that. Spy Hunter, Raid over Moscow. Sorry, Moscow. There's the Bruce Lee game. This is a tremendous 20-screen platform game based on the legendary martial arts fighter. It features excellent graphics and an enjoyable ability to kick and punch your enemies off the screen. If you haven't bought a copy, you're missing out. Right. Yes, a 3D printer like the Fifth Element prints flesh. Sentinel there too. I miss Sentinel. What's this? Sussing out robots. So there's this. The tips. Success at Zaxxon. No matter. Oh, I can't read that. There's a lot of text. Where's the pictures they went into in the 90s? Another map. Arctic Aztec challenges. Bust those ghosts. Despite its simple appearances, there's a surprisingly amount of strategy in Ghostbusters. Even expert players disagree on the best methods. It's fucking. You just have to keep around doing stuff until Zool turns up, and that could take hours. Because you can't be crap at ghostbusting to make it faster, because it fails. Oh, look, that's a map and a half. Not bad for a Spectrum game, though. Where do I get to? If she's understanding, she won't mind a good sounding now. I think Bruce Lee was good. I completed it, mate. Oh, well done, Andy. I have to check it out. Bruce Lee was the only games I ever completed. Nice. I never read instructions, but ironically, I always loved the word scenario when it was used in massive bold letters in the instructions to Short Circuit. Yeah, I never got far in Short Circuit. It was like, get out of the building, you have to search fucking drawers. Because the Resident Evil 2 game I'm playing, it tells you if you've searched everywhere. It changes color on the map. But yeah, old games didn't. You just had to search for hours in 3 rooms. So many maps. It's like an Ordnance Survey handbook. It was very complicated. I did think that. I can't hear I can hear the sound effect of him running and jumping and kicking every now. Make it a standing. Keep it clean, people. Some of the maps are well drawn. Exactly, works of art. I think Bruce jumped up and down repeatedly when you completed it. As did I. What's this game then? How to avoid bungling at Bungling Bay. Right, learning the arcade language. We know 64s are great at cloning arcade games, but should you ever wander into a real arcade, you will be set upon by people talking in a foreign language. They are easily spotted. They own spectrums, have masses of pirate software, and read boring magazines. Arcade ace Carl Lyons compiled a translator. They say, want to play doubles, but mean, I'm ace at this, let me show off. They said, I've had a million, but can't be bothered doing it again. But they mean I've never played it. They say, I write freelance for the ultimate, but mean I've written noughts and crosses on a ZX81. They say, no, honest, it can be done, I've seen it. They mean it's totally impossible. They say, hey, you're brilliant at this, but mean Greece, lend me 10p. They say, wow, hey, but mean I've done it at Lance. They say, but mean I've just lost a man. They say, I'll tell you how to clear it, but mean I've just read Zap's tips. Oh, hang on. Bruce used to have to jump up and grab things off the ceiling, and I still don't know what they were. Ghostbusters is stupidly complex. I'll defend it to the day, but to be fair, by David Crane, it's by David Crane, one of the best programmers, world's best programmers, so it might not be much defending. There you go. It was a great game. It's just bloody awkward. I never read instructions, but I did love getting a Micro Prose Flies simulator game and having it's a massive manual. I felt like if I actually read it, I would be able to fly a plane. Yes, I remember those. I still remember one of my mates said, I know we are friends, when I said one of my favorite games programmers as well. A game changer when the Micro produced the flight simulators with huge book, manual, and maps in a big box. Gunship, Project Starfighter. Ah, yes, felt so immersive. I remember Project Starfighter and Gunship. Stupidly complex just to fucking take off. Hold 10 keys down. There's the music makers. So yes, buy a keyboard to play music on your PC. Bloody hell. That keyboard's £125 then. There you go. The thing that Bruce Lee collects lanterns. Why would he collect lanterns? It's Bruce Lee. I never read instructions, was quite happy to fumble my way through games unrestricted. Yes. My dad was so cheap, he recorded Jet Set when he taped tape to tape, then painstakingly copied the entire color-coded anti-piracy sheet. Oh, yeah. Some of those, yeah. Different colors. What color is it? Z2 or stuff like that, wasn't it? He learned the lantern on Brucey Boy. Good game, good game. I think I have that Bruce Lee game on my Amstrad PC on 525 disc. That is floppy. But there's Dam Busters. So yeah, that's a very technical game. I remember seeing that earlier the other day. Right. Cauldron. Oh yes, I remember Cauldron. Now look at those pictures. Good old. I'm guessing they were Chinese lanterns. Such stereotyping, yes. Why does he not have different countries' lanterns in his Chinese place? Frack, Battle for Normandy. Is that like a large, absorbing, wall-packed game with detail? Cute, scrolling window platform game. Combat Leader. Oh, look, that's the other joystick. What's this? Theatre Europe. No bother, mate. Yes, my Bruce was on the outside. Another one I remember being green. But yeah, I remember that joystick. Don't know if I ever had one though. Mama Llama. Yak, the hairiest, freakiest yet. Let's give my regards to Borchi again. When the music stops, the mystery begins. If you've if you've seen the film, there's not much of a mystery. Oh, I've been playing Bruce Lee's pretty much ever since it came out. I don't know why. What was green ammo is. I never heard of Cauldron, but just the name makes me want to play it. Yes, indeed. Then my work is done. Authentication, yes. There you go. Soft Aid. I remember that picture. So yes, another competition. Signed album and 50 copies of Borchi the game. Oh, bloody hell. Because in the Elvira video I did, or on Halloween night, I have to cut the advert out. He had an advert where he was giving away this the car that was in the film. So what do we got? Gumshoe. Horace goes skiing. I remember that. That's about the only game there. Pitfall, maybe. Yeah. So yes, buy a game and help end the famine. Then we get Minter. There he is. Jeff Minter, the creator of the world's most bizarre computer games. You get the odd, irritating, venomous brat who sells copy games to his classmates. Chainsaws are the wrong medium for the sale of computer software. See, he agrees back then. The biggest problem in the industry today is that distributors don't distribute. Let's see. Channel has done more to keep alive Welcome to Broad Street than anyone this century. Thank you, Ian. Yes, where's Mr. McCartney? He's still with us, isn't he? The entire range of Minter games. Looking out. Which cuddly beast lives in the mountains of Peru? Hamster, llama, wombat, Clive Sinclair. Which lovable ball of fluff eats grass and feels safe in large numbers? Koala bear, lion, spectrum owner, sheep. Which bad-tempered animal gives you the hump and spits in your face? Zebra, Margaret Thatcher, Arthur Scargill, camel. Which of these strange animals became extinct a while back? Goat, dragon, mammoth, lynx. I know how Linda Lee approved Bruce Lee's game, but said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood wasn't accurate portrayal of him. Yes. Yet the film Was It Dragon, the Bruce Lee story is 100% true. Yes, looks like an 80s game if it was the one. They should have put Green Yamo in that movie. She would have been happy then, yes. I saw that Jack Minter guy at Play Expo in Manchester. Ah, nice. Thatcher became extinct. Technically, yes, but not in 1985. Master of the Lamps. That does sound familiar. Maybe I didn't play it. Sounds familiar. Up and Down. It's a game for us lads. Okay, 200 Melbourne House games. Who is Sherlock's medical sidekick? What is the name of the hero in The Hobbit? And who's hungry and goes skiing? Oh, there's the Airwolf ad on sideways. One of those magazines you have to turn to get a good picture. I still think is amazing. Shannon Lee and Brandon Lee always must have had one with my dad is harder than your dad's arguments. Yes. Who's going to take a fight with their dad to Bruce Lee? So, some awesome artwork in this magazine. Or near the end, only 12 pages left. 6 clicks. Gates of Dawn. No, it doesn't ring a bell. Next month, new games. There we go. Oh, is that it? Oh, it's just repeating now. The front back cover. So that is it. Then you get the 911 TS. Don't remember that on the Spectrum by Elite, but remember Elite though. Can I just say that after reminding us that this stream was his idea, Mike hasn't said 2 weeks. No, came in and said, my idea. His suggestion, not idea. Bruce Lee, he said, why don't you do a stream about magazines? And I've been taking credit for ever since. Bruce Lee's lanterns and muscle lamps. He's about to light up rooms. Bruce turning up in the playground with his nunchucks to sort the other dads out. There would be a couple of dads that think they're hard enough to take him on, but yeah, they'd soon fucking learn. But let's wrap this up. It's a school night and it's 11 o'clock. I purchased a C40... Commodore 64 app for the iPhone once, and it came with a Bruce Lee game, but the developers hadn't got permission from Linda Lee, so that's removed the game. But it also removed the game from my iPhone. Yeah, so that's the internet. That's a great visual, Michael. Yes, you can't bring those in here; they're illegal. Is that it? I think it's just. Oh no, there's the. Yes, going back to the front page again. Well, there we go. We made it. 3 magazines, 2 hours, not bad, but they were first issues, so I guess there wasn't a lot in them. All right, here we go. So yes, nothing tomorrow night. Then Friday night, the Mum and Pops will be here, and I will be showing videos and pictures of other people's VHS home VHS stores, and we'll be judging them harshly. And there you go. Cheers. Thanks for being here, Dave. And the end. Yeah, 64 is great reading on the artwork. Because yes, they put a lot of effort in that. Bless them. I will have to look at those people and see what they're doing for next year. And thank you for reading movies, for turning up. Welcome. Thanks for doing this. So, yes. Well, I don't like to read the magazines, so I like my reactions to be normal as well, or real. So it's good for me to see these things as well. So I know there's a few like-minded people out there. The nostalgia said, "Take it easy, old." Strong like, yes, thank you. It's got those joystick icons. But yes, thanks, Michael, and Turn the Iris Blue. Thank you, and Andy Phillips. Catching you on next time, Gaza. So Ian, Michael, reading movies, Sun Blue Iris, Andy, Dave. Yes, go Michael your joysticks till it's time for bed. That's an order. All right, take care. Thank you, everyone. And good night. Well,